Okay, YouTube. I was gonna do kind of like a review or a little, I guess, showcase of this knife. This is the Red Horse Knives HellRazor. Now, in 2013, Ed from Red Horse Knives, he showed this on the over on the USN. It was satin finished handles, and it had a thumb disc. Now, I've dealt with Ed before on a chopper. Well, the knife was actually called the chopper, but it was a folder, very aggressive looking design. But I had fallen in love with this design first and foremost when I first saw his knives, mainly because of the blade profile. It does look like a razor, sort of, from hell. It's a titanium frame lock. It's got nice sculpted handles. Ed said that this is going to be the last one that he made that was going to be sculpted by hand. The rest is going to come out pretty much finished close to what they should be. But he did this by hand for me. I had been waiting for this for a long time, and I told him that he could take his time. And the chance came along for me to get this, and I jumped on it. I pleaded him. I pleaded Ed to get this. He wasn't able to get the one with the thumb disc because he had said that the knives come from waterjet already with the hole for the thumb stud, which I don't mind. I mean, it flips, it opens up pretty easy. It's got AKS bearings in here. As with most of my knives I get when I first get them, I open them up, clean them, tweak them if they need to. But this came pretty damn smooth from Ed. The detent is a little light, but he tweaked that for me. It doesn't really need stiff detent to deploy. It's pretty smooth out of the box. This is 154 cm. I believe this is 0.16 inch blade stock, or 16/100ths of an inch. Am I saying that right? And full titanium frame lock. The clip looks like it's just a plain bent titanium clip, but it's not. It's actually kind of sculpted and then bent. It actually looks pretty cool. It's got just a two-pillar standoff. I mean, a two-pillar construction. This is not a blade stop. This has an internal stop pin that I was surprised to see, because I thought this was going to be the stop pin right here. But this is a very clean, almost minimalist design, but in such a wicked profile. I really like that. Although it's ground pretty thick behind the edge. I don't know if you can make that out. I'm gonna try and thin this out. As you can see clearly there. I'm gonna try to thin out the shoulders of the bevel to make it more of a slicer. And the camera can't focus on that. What the hell? Well, it's focusing on the pivot area, nice. But yeah, it's ground pretty thick behind the edge. Well, it did come sharp, but it's not a slicer. Like if I slice an apple with it, it did cut through, but the pieces would kind of like break because the spine is so thick. Unlike maybe this knife, which is the Varga Knives Vesper, since it's a full flat grind. I guess it would make a better slicer. But this, I mean, look how wicked that thing is, huh? I actually carry this a few days in a row for work. And I really don't do a lot of heavy cutting, or, you know, my work doesn't really involve like heavy knife use, but once in a while I will, you know, open up a mountain of boxes for equipment and slice strapping, or, you know, in a pinch strip some insulation or whatever. But this was really nice in the pocket. It's pretty easy to use, although for my knife uses this was mostly slicing and, you know, breaking down boxes, or pretty much in the general. I guess I wouldn't be afraid to use this hard because of how thick this is ground behind the edge. But, you know, everybody I showed it to, they're like, you know, jump back and like, whoa, that is cool. Well, you know, I have to agree. This is what drew me to Ed's designs. And I think this is my favorite design out of all the models he's put out as far as Red Horse Knives. You can check them out online. They also have a Facebook page. But, yeah. It's Red Horse Knives HellRazor. You get your orders in. I'm pretty happy with this one. It's got really good build quality. It's really solid. It's a heavy knife. I'm not gonna kid. It's pretty hefty in the hand. Even though it's, I guess, a little bit smaller than the Vesper. They're about, well, almost the same. The HellRazor uses thicker titanium stock. But, yeah, Red Horse Knives, man. It's wicked. I like it. I think you will too if you get one. Alright, thanks for watching my videos.